Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. We are actually going to head into the Canadian Automotive Museum, so let's go check it out. Here we go. It's a nice windy day.
Hi.
Hello.
So on the main floor is going to be our International Gallery, while upstairs is our Canadian Car Gallery and our exhibit Wires to Wheels about the history of the electric car.
Okay.
If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, but otherwise please enjoy yourself.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Some Pac-Man in there. The Honda Civic. 1991, price $15,000. I'd buy that. Check this out. There's all the sponsors. The 1897 Fossilmobile. First gasoline car for Canada. And here's all the information about it. The Roadster model. Oh, never sold commercially. Huh. It says after Foss sold his car for $75 to a buyer in Montreal in 1902, it promptly disappeared from the historical record. This is a reproduction. And here's a little bit more on it. He was a machinist and bicycle repair guy, a mechanic. It's very, very quiet in here, so I'm just trying not to be too disturbing. Let's see, what's this? Look at that interior. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, look at the back seat. They've got their own windshield. A 1927 Tipo. It was the most powerful 8-cylinder engine developed at the time of its release in 1924. Very cool. Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Look at those stickers. I think I'm gonna have my picture taken with this guy. We watched a lot of Lightning McQueen in my house. He was named after the late Canadian-born Pixar animator Glenn McQueen, who passed away in 2002. Well, that's too bad. And a 1934 Rolls Royce. This 1934 Rolls Royce was owned by Jack Paris Bickle, a Canadian business mogul, an industrialist. It said he made his fortune from the Porcupine Gold Rush and multiple cinema ventures. So let's take a look at that. Very cool. And this is a 1903 Orient buckboard. The cheapest automobile. And there's a picture of somebody actually in it. And here it is. The Ford Model T. I feel like this is the one that you see in movies all the time. Look at that. Let's see what it says about that. In 1909, the Ford Motor Company of Detroit, founded in 1903, has experienced modest success with several different models before 1908 release of Model T. It had an initial sale price of $850. It was above the price range of most working class Canadians, but it was well below the cost of any of its competitors. Interesting. And this is a 1965 Suzuki M15. I love the pictures they have. $375 Canadian. There's a little Herbie. I can't get any closer to that one in the back there because there's ropes set up. 1928 Bugatti Type 37. They won numerous titles, numerous races, including several European Grand Prix titles. There it is there. You can see the crank in the front. Then we've got this one back here. Let's check out the other side. We missed a few. And then there's a completely other room. This is a 1937. You can see me there. 1937 Rolls Royce Phantom 3. That looks like luxury. It is massive. Let's see what they have to say about that. Oh yes, the height of pre-war luxury. It definitely looks like that. It's a lot heavier than most of them as well that we've seen so far. This one looks like a cute little roadster. Oh, back in the back, here we go, 1928. Racing touring cars. It's fascinating to imagine this time. Look at the weight. All right, I'm gonna head into the back room. Oh, they've got, oh, that's cute. Some colorings. The DeLorean Dream. $1975. Oh, it first car rolled off the manufacturing line January 21st, 1981. And there it is, look at it in all its stainless steel glory. And there's the reference to Back to the Future. As a time machine, original price 25,000 USD, 38,000 Canadian. Pretty cool. I love these little windshields. That's a 1926 Bentley 3-liter. Kissel Gold Bug Speedster. Oh, this is Amelia Earhart in her first car. A 1922 Gold Bug, circa 1925. She was a great fan of the Speedster, and she used it on a road trip across British Columbia and Alberta. Cool. We've got an old Shell sign. inside the Roadster. And the side seat, oh my gosh. Imagine riding in that. Safety first. Toyota Tercel engine. A 1987 Magna Dema. It's a limousine. Wow. It is full up here. There's the bathrooms. A 1903 Redpath Messenger. Well, that's really cool. This is donated to the Canadian Automotive Museum by Olive Robinson Geppert. Geppert? Pardon me if I said that wrong. Well, there's a few people. They were all descendants of Mr. Alfred H. Robinson. Well, isn't that neat? Look at those lanterns on the front. This is high class. 1909. By fall of 1908, the company had licensed mechanical components. Wow, 1909 price, $550. If only that was still a thing. The 1930 Marquette, built by Buick. Oh, look at the horn. Very cool. And they have all of these on the side here for different languages. Nova Scotia's first. The 1910 McKay. Those look like comfortable bucket seats. And this one is the 1911 International Harvester. Autoway. Oh yeah, I see why it would be called a harvester. It's kind of like a truck. And this guy over here has a bunch of seats. The 1914 Brockville Atlas. There isn't a car on the market at any price that affords a better body, a more comfortable one, or a more stylish. A Chevrolet. We've got furry back seat. And skis. Oh, this is a snowmobile. 1918. Approximately 2,000 pounds weight. 1918 price, $675. Speedwagon. Awesome. Okay, you guys, I'm about halfway through the museum. It's very quiet in here, so I'm trying not to disturb anybody. It's not super busy, but still, I don't want to be in anybody's way. I hope I'm giving you enough time to actually read some of what's here, but there is a lot to see, and it's really fascinating, so I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Let's keep going and see what else is here. The electric car is born 1800 to 1898. Look at those pictures. The McLaughlin Buick Special. The size of that back seat, there is a ton of footroom. Imagine that today, a convertible, and look at the wheels. A step to get up. this little guy. He's cute. Like a little go-kart. Please play gently on an old car. It was built as a real car, not as a toy. Please play gentle. What do we have here? A Dodge Series 126, 1927. Dodge Brothers touring car. And the 1923 Great Dort. So it says, after the failure of the Dort Company, Grey Dort briefly partnered with the Detroit-based Grey Motor Car Company for technical assistance. While the name was a happy coincidence, the deal went nowhere. They're getting pricier here. $1,335. Also, just heading back over, look at the window wiper. That's awesome. Got the side open. And the door handles. And this one actually has like a little bump out over top of the window, I guess, to prevent the rain from messing up that window. 1925 Brooks steamer. Oh, a steam car scam. In 1923, the prosperous railway town of Stratford, Ontario struck a deal with U.S. financier Orland J. Brooks to manufacture his new steam car in a former sewing machine factory. He sold millions of dollars worth of company shares and used the money to hire an expert engineering staff, but mass production of the car never did materialize. The company shifted its focus to building steam buses instead. And that disappointed many shareholders and potential car owners. It's got straps holding on the roof there. In 1917 Chevrolet 490 produced in Oshawa, which is where we are. An inexpensive workhorse. So it was advertised as the less expensive competitor to the Ford Model T. So it was $675. This one again has the window wiper. 1928 Durant. A forgotten success story. Oh, there's a photo in there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There he is. McLaughlin. The 1912 McLaughlin, model 29. This car is set up for left-handed driving, which is unlike the right-handed driving used in Canada today. Oh, before the 1920s, drivers in British Columbia and the Atlantic provinces drove on the left side of the road, which was the norm in Britain. We are all right side drivers now. The last off the line Chevrolet Lumina. It's been signed. The 1999 Lumina. A 90s classic. It was donated by General Motors in 2018. Wow. This one's sitting up. A little bit run down. And this is an 1898 Woods Electric. Oh, interesting. It's missing the cushions, obviously. It's missing quite a few things. It's one of the United States' first motor vehicle manufacturers. They began marketing their popular line of Woods electric cars in 1897. Look at the turn signals. Left, right. See a bunch of reflections. There's a spare tire. And this is the 1934 McLaughlin Buick 66S. Depression era supercar. Let's check this one out from the front. Look at the size of this thing. And it's got 2 window wipers. $1968 front and back. I love that. Well, that is cool. 1965 Amphicar, model 770. Built in West Germany. It reminds me of the Boathouse restaurant at Disney World. There's a picture of everybody out in the lake. cool would that be? This one's got the window wipers also, a Buick. Spring has sprung. When spring comes, be ready to go. Depression era elegance. We've still got quite a few of these cars to look at. And they've set up a little Petro-Canada, which is pretty cool. 1950s Oldsmobile 76. Sometimes considered the first muscle car, the Oldsmobile 76 and its closely related cousin, the Oldsmobile 88, were extremely popular in 1949. Very sleek. We've got the 1955 Buick Special, which is one of the most successful Buick models of the 1950s. It is enormous. They are all so big. And the 1966 Buick Special Deluxe. Oh, somebody's tired. Neither special nor deluxe. Oh, the special had come to mean the lower end of the brand. Interesting. The Meteor, 1949. It's got the overhang of the windshield. They were made and sold exclusively in Canada by the Ford Motor Company of Canada. And a Dodge, 1957 Dodge Regent. Oh, I can get close to these ones. Well, that's neat. Look at the wood paneling on the side of this car. And the interior. It's very much like a station wagon. Sam McLaughlin's custom wagon. It was commissioned by retired GM Canada President Sam McLaughlin. And here we go, a Ford. 1931 Ford Model A. Ford scores an A. The Model A was among the first Ford cars to use the now standard foot pedal and gear shift layout, and the first car anywhere fitted with shatterproof glass safety glass windshields is a standard. Good job, Ford. Just look at the detail on that glass. It was a two-seater. (1913) Wolseley. So they opened a dealership in Toronto in 1912, and they were the only British-made car to feature at that year's Toronto Auto Show. I love the red color of this. We've got some in behind there. These ones are rubbed off. And this is the 1926 Ford TT. The Tin Lizzie gets to work. $395 Canadian. In 1926, Ford released a version of this design called the pickup body, and the pickup truck was born. Speedy Auto Gloss. This one is tucked in behind the 1981 Plymouth Reliant. Let's see this one here. The 1926 Willys Whippet. Ohio. It was intended as a compact, economical family car with all-wheel safety brakes.
Hybrid.
1966 Corvair. Oh, they had rumors of safety problems. Gas electric. Cambridge, Ontario. Truly revolutionary. All although slow and extremely heavy. Well, they were never sold commercially. This is the one with the turn signals. I love that. Did I get these ones? I don't think I did. And the Gauquelin Model F. The motor car that started it all. And the 1975 Bricklin. Lady Bird, Lady Flora Eaton.
I do on my camera, but I can't send that one. I made a make mistakes.
Well, that's neat. Look at these pictures. Lake Louise. We actually did Lake Louise last summer, I believe. And it is stunning. Although not that bare. It's full of people. Now, I was up very early in the morning to see it. Very beautiful. Unfortunately, that was before my camera. So I don't have that documented. So there's a lot of history here. She's going on vacation. I just heard him say that they try to rotate out the collection. There's more cars in the back. But they're not always on display. They only have so much room. Moraine Lake, we were also there. It was a very cold day that day. This 1914 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost was owned by several prominent Canadians, including two who received formal titles from the monarchy. Interesting. Okay, everybody, I'm all done inside of the Canadian Automotive Museum. It was a lot more in-depth than I was thinking it was going to be. It's not a very big building, but Lots of great, very cool cars to see in here. If you have any interest in vintage cars, I suggest you definitely come out and check it out. The parking is free. It's on the south side of the building. And they also have paid parking in front. And as well, it's just down the street from the Cork and Bean if you need something quick to grab for a little snack and a nice drink. I'll link that video up in the corner so you can check that out, see what the area is all about, and yeah, make your plans to visit. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks everybody for coming along.